Thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope you like this haunting tale. This is the story of Bowden Road, though many call it the Demon's Road. Deep in the pine woods outside Huntsville, Texas, there lies a narrow dirt path known by locals as Demon's Road, a stretch of asphalt so haunted, many refuse to drive it after dark. Its real name is Bowden Road, but no one calls it that anymore. The stories that surround this place have earned it a reputation as one of the most terrifying roads in Texas. The road to Hell's Gate's Demon's Road leads straight to Old Martha Chapel Cemetery, a burial ground dating back to the 1800s. Once a peaceful resting place, the cemetery became infamous after a series of disturbing reports, sightings, possessions, and ghostly encounters that seemed to bleed into the road itself. Locals say the line between the living and the dead here is paper thin. Drive far enough down Demon's Road, and you'll feel it, that shift in the air, the pressure in your chest, the sudden static in your radio. It's as if the road itself is watching you. The Ghost Boy. One of the most chilling legends is that of the Ghost Boy. Drivers have claimed to see a small child standing on the side of the road, pale and barefoot, his eyes reflecting red in the headlights. Some say he appears suddenly in the middle of the road, and if you don't stop, your car will swerve on its own to avoid hitting him. Others say that if you do stop, he'll place his small handprint on your car, leaving a ghostly mark that glows faintly in the dark. Many visitors report returning home to find tiny handprints burned into their vehicle's dust, as if something from that road followed them back. The demon of the chapel. Those who dare to walk into Martha Chapel Cemetery at night tell darker tales. A red-eyed demonic figure has been seen lurking among the tombstones, its shape bending shadows as it moves. Paranormal investigators describe it as a guardian of the gate, a spirit or entity that guards the cemetery's entrance. Some believe it's the restless soul of someone buried there unjustly. Others whisper it's something older, something that predates the cemetery entirely. People who challenge it, mocking or disturbing the graves, often report being followed home. Lights flicker. Shadows move where there should be none. Some even claim scratches appear on their bodies overnight, as though something invisible marked them. The possessed vehicles. Multiple witnesses have described their cars acting strangely while traveling down Demon's Road. Headlights flicker. Engines die. Radios turn on by themselves, whispering static that sounds almost like words. One Huntsville resident recalled her car shaking violently, as if something was pounding on the trunk from the inside. When she got out to look, there were no dents, but the dust was disturbed, as though hands had been pressed against it. Another story tells of a couple who drove there on a dare. Their car broke down halfway along the road. The man got out to check the engine, and never came back. His girlfriend said she heard him scream, a scream that cut off too suddenly. When police arrived, they found the car doors still open, and no trace of the man. The history beneath the haunting. Some locals believe Demon's Road is cursed because it runs near the grounds of an old Confederate prison from the Civil War era. Others link it to the Texas State Penitentiary, not far from Huntsville, a place where countless executions and tragedies have occurred. Old maps show that the land around the cemetery was once used for unmarked burials, prisoners, vagrants, and victims of violence buried without record. The theory is that these restless souls never found peace, and now the energy seeps into the land, twisting it into what we know as Demon's Road. A warning for the curious. Those who have visited and lived to tell the tale say the same thing: do not go alone. Do not mock the dead. And never take anything from the cemetery. It's said that once you've been marked by the entities on Demon's Road, you'll never truly leave it behind. The haunting follows you, appearing in reflections, in dreams, in the corner of your vision. They say the road remembers you. If you like this video, drop a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. Now back to the story. They call it Demon's Road, a stretch of Texas backroad where engines die, shadows move on their own, and travelers swear something follows them home. This is the true story of Bowden Road, leading straight into Martha Chapel Cemetery near Huntsville, Texas, a place where the living and the dead seem to share the same path. The road to nowhere, Bowden Road, looks ordinary at first, a long, narrow stretch cutting through dense East Texas woods. But as you drive deeper, the pavement narrows, the trees press closer, and the light begins to fade faster than it should. Locals warn, don't go after dark. Don't stop. And whatever you do, don't look back. The road leads to an old graveyard, Martha Chapel Cemetery, one of the last remnants of a 19th century Methodist settlement called Robinson's Settlement. What used to be a peaceful burial ground has become the center of one of Texas's darkest legends. The haunting begins for decades. Travelers have reported the same strange events. Blood-red lights glowing between the trees, following cars before vanishing. Ghostly handprints appear on hoods and doors after people stop near the cemetery gates. And the most chilling of all, a little boy on a tricycle, seen pedaling in the middle of the road, his eyes glowing in the dark. One driver described it like this: "I slowed down because I thought it was a kid. Then he turned his head, and his eyes lit up red. He vanished before my headlights even hit him." No one knows who the boy is, or what he wants. The hand from the grave. In one of the most famous accounts, a group of friends visited the cemetery in the early hours of the morning. They parked beside the fence, stepping carefully between the graves. The air was still, too still. Then, one of them screamed. The ground moved. A hand, gray and thin as paper, reached out from a disturbed grave and clawed at the air. The group ran back to their car. When they looked, fresh handprints covered the hood, and one of their friends had fainted. He never spoke about that night again. The watcher, another woman, shared her story years later. She and her husband visited the cemetery at dusk. They saw a man walking among the tombstones, pale, dressed in old clothes. They turned away for a moment. When they looked back, he was gone. 2 days later, the woman claimed she saw the same man standing in her bedroom doorway at home. When she blinked, he was gone, but muddy footprints led from the window to the bed. She says she never went near Demon's Road again. The curse of the road. Locals say there's a curse on Demon's Road. Those who disrespect the graves or mock the spirits often find themselves haunted afterward, seeing shadowy figures, hearing knocks on their doors, or waking with scratches down their backs. Some believe the haunting is connected to ritual activity said to have taken place there in the 1970s, stories of animal sacrifice and devil worship. Others think it's simply the restless energy of those buried long ago. Whatever the cause, even seasoned ghost hunters approach the place with caution. The folklore and the fear researchers have traced the legend back generations. Every retelling adds something new: glowing eyes, phantom lights, strange whispers. Yet the core experience never changes: the feeling that you are being watched. Psychologists might call it suggestion, the mind playing tricks in the dark. But those who've been there swear it's real. One investigator put it best: when you're on that road, the air changes. You feel it before you even see anything. It's like the world holds its breath, waiting. Today, Martha Chapel Cemetery still stands, quiet, surrounded by woods. Bowden Road is still open, though few locals drive it after nightfall. So if you ever find yourself near Huntsville, Texas, and your GPS takes you down a narrow road lined with whispering trees and fading light, check the sign. If it says Bowden Road, turn around. Because on Demon's Road, you're never driving alone. Thank you for watching.